All right, so today I actually want to talk about Halloween Ends, and I know I'm late to the party, and this is not necessarily a full-on review of the movie. I am going to be giving my opinions on the movie just because I didn't actually do a full review of the movie, but the thing I want to talk about is I want to talk about something pretty interesting because after I've had some time to reflect on the movie, I still think the movie's crap. It's not what we needed for the conclusion to this trilogy of movies. My blanket opinion of this movie is that they tried to stretch an idea out too much. Really, it should have ended in Halloween Kills. They could have ended this nicely, had the Michael Myers death scene, whatever, and it would have been just fine. Maybe make Halloween Kills a little bit longer. And that seems like it was the original idea, but they got greedy and wanted to make another movie. That's basically the bottom line gist I got. And the movie changed mid-production because everything shut down because of COVID and whatnot. And it's well documented that they had one idea for Halloween Ends already ready to go that was gonna carry on from the same night as Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills. And then they were just gonna have Halloween Ends continue on the same night and then conclude there. But then during their hiatus from creating the movie, they decided to change the script and make it what we got with the Corey Cunningham, the 4 years later thing and everything like that. So anyways, without further ado, what I want to do is I want to talk about this because I feel like this is just my honest gut opinion. I'm going to elaborate on this so that way you can understand where I'm coming from. But even though I think Halloween Ends was a bad movie, it was the right movie. It was just the wrong time to do this movie. And that's what I'm going to spend time in this video talking about. Let's get into it. All right, so for you to fully understand kind of where I'm coming from and why I'm making this point that this was the right movie at the wrong time, I want to go back to 1982 with a little movie called Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Everybody knows this movie. It's notorious now. It's actually one of the most controversial movies in the Halloween series because they tried to make an anthology series out of this. Basically, what John Carpenter wanted to do is he wanted to make Halloween 1 and then Halloween 2 with Michael Myers, and then he wanted to conclude the Michael Myers story in Halloween 2, and then Halloween 3 was supposed to start this anthology series where we dive into different evil elements of Halloween and whatnot, and we go into, different things. That's why we had the masks and all those things, and it was wildly different than the other Halloween movies, right? So the reason why I bring that up is because it seems like that we're repeating history again with Halloween Ends. What they decided to do is the same thing as they created the first two Halloween movies, and then it seems like they were trying to do an anthology type thing with Halloween Ends. And personally, I love the idea of an anthology series for this because with the way they set it up with the Corey Cunningham character, he was not really the biggest problem with the movie. The problem with the movie was that what our expectations were was that, and the way this movie was set up was this is going to be Michael Myers versus Laurie Strode for the last time. We're going to conclude the Michael Myers story and then we're going to move on, right? And what they should have done is they should have taken this Corey Cunningham idea because I thought it was a really good idea. I actually liked the premise of the movie, and the movie from a story perspective with Corey Cunningham is not bad. However, the thing is that when you set up the movie to be this final battle and final confrontation between Laurie and Michael, and you've been setting this up over two movies, that's what the fans expect. They don't expect to go into this anthology type storyline like we're doing, talking about how Corey Cunningham is embodying evil from Michael Myers or whatever the heck they're trying to talk about here. But what they should have done is this, and I'm just gonna kind of be a little bit all over the place, but follow me because I have a whole point with this, is that what they should have done is they should have had this movie Halloween Ends focused completely on Michael Myers and Laurie Strode finishing that story and whatnot, and then right after this, so that way they can continue the whole idea of evil is everywhere and evil is, all encompassing and whatnot. They could have continued that with Corey Cunningham in the next movie. Maybe he is a Michael Myers fanatic or whatever, and he loves it, and then he's trying to embody the evil of Michael Myers. Maybe do the same setup like they did in Halloween Ends. I think that this would have been a perfect follow-up to Halloween Ends. They could have called it like Halloween Continues or something. I don't know, but they could have done something else. They could have made the Corey Cunningham the first part of an anthology series. Maybe they could have explored some different elements, maybe explored different stories that were talking about X, Y, and Z related to the evil thing and whatnot. I don't know. But the main thing is that, like I said, that's why overall, I feel like that they messed it up. They goofed up because they spilled all their cards at once. They weren't thinking about the long term, in my opinion. Now that you have a better understanding of kind of my thought process around how Halloween Ends should have been one movie and then we should have had this Corey Cunningham character in a separate movie, what I want to do is I want to make another video and I'm going to actually talk about what my issues were with Halloween Ends and what I would have done to make the movie differently, how I would have structured the movie, kind of the storyline I would have gone with to make this the ultimate kind of bow on top of the present, so to speak, to end this trilogy the right way. So that's going to be the next video, so you definitely want to stay tuned for that. But let me know down in the comments below, do you think this is a stupid idea that I have for this being like the right movie at the wrong time? Or do you actually agree with me? Did you actually like Halloween Ends, the concept around it? Let me know down in the comments below. But all right, that's it guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.